Hello and welcome back to the third episode of the Nottingham Forest career mode. Now, it's a month since we last picked up, over a month now, and it's the day before the Millwall game, which is why I'm starting here. I was recording an episode, but I decided it was really boring watching me just troll around trying to do transfer deals and failing quite often. So we're going to deal with all the transfer stuff right now. So, in just this episode, this is going to be the episode, and then next episode we'll deal with the Millwall game. And obviously we can still sign a few more players, which we'll get to in a second. Now, Lookman. Lookman is, we couldn't sign. It just was impossible to sign him, and it was getting really on my nerves. So we haven't been able to sign Lookman. That's, it's fine. It'll be fine. Because he's just too big. We tried to sign Kennedy as well. I tried to sign Kennedy because, an upgrade as well. Still similar to Lookman. Couldn't sign him. Same with Charlie Musonda. Couldn't sign him. Target, we'd agreed a deal, but he decided to go to Newcastle instead. Josh Sims, we agreed a deal, decided to go to Brentford instead. Luke Garbett, I'll get to in a second. Ben Woodburn, again, couldn't do a deal. Liverpool didn't want to sell him. Luke Garbett, until recently, has not been on the transfer list. He's just gone on. And that means loan lists as well. And they have agreed an offer with me. Unfortunately, I had just signed who I've now placed in my under 23s because he's not that great. Let's look for him. Brandon Mason, who's kind of one for the future, but I'm going to stick him in my under 23s right now. I can't terminate the transfer, so he's just kind of stuck. But it's kind of good because when Cohen's back, I kind of want to play him more central midfield currently rather than full back, but I'm not sure yet. If we look at Chris Cohen, he's not got great fullback stats, but let's look at him compared to right back, who will be of course Eric Lehigh. They are a bit messed up, and I feel he'd be better in midfield, Chris Cohen. So he will be he'll probably be midfield, and Brandon will probably be moved up from that team, from the youth team to our first team at some point in the future. In fact, let's move him up now because we might need him for this game. Because we are also going to sell, he has not been sold yet, Danny Fox. Danny Fox will get sold by the end of this, in a few days. He's agreed with Birmingham for not a lot, but it's fine. I'm okay with him leaving, because he's not been great. Ask for confirmation. I can ask now. Yes, and they'll probably go, yes please, and then we can sell him now. Who else have we sold? We sold one other player who I can't think of currently. If I go to transfers, if I go to out, transfer history, you can see the people we've sold. Villas and Traore. I'm sure we sold someone else. Yeah, Villas definitely went now. And with that money, I've gone and brought Lewis Morgan from St Mirren. He is a Scottish player, very similar, sort of similar in stats. He's a lot younger to Mr. Where's our McKay? There's McKay. They're sort of similar in stats, which I really like. Look how similar in stats they are, actually. That's insanely similar. So I'm really happy to bring him in, and I think he could be a great player for us. Like, Celtic wanted him, a lot of players wanted him, but we went into him really quickly and got him quite quickly. And he'll be our new main starting left mid for our team. So I'm really happy to bring him in, and I think it's worth the $1 million that we spent. So now we are trying to bring in Luke Garbett on loan. and that is the main deal we are trying to deal with as well. So we've now got Brandon Mason will probably be our spare left back. We'll have 2 loanies. I might sign Brandon. It depends how high he goes, because he's not very high in 2 stars and I don't fully want to start him. So yeah, he'll definitely be our rotation one more often than not, which I like. I like having rotation players, and Chris will get moved to that centre mid role rather than anything, because he's actually a centre mid. Which does beg the question, what am I going to do with centre mids? I am going to have Chris as a box to box, or Mirza, which is a new player, drift into spaces, essentially a centre half winger, which I've been tempted to do, but I think I'm going to have him on a box to box midfielder and have Ben Osborne next to him, and they will be my 2 proper ones for a while, with Cash sort of taking on, because Cash is... I thought I heard a new noise. Oh, Jesus. Cash is pretty good at that role as well, but he's also good in Osborne's role, and Vaughan will probably take Osborne's role, I'm not sure. Liam Bridcut has basically nailed down that position. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as backup. Maybe Chris Cohen will be his backup, maybe David Vaughan will be his, and we'll play that other guy, what's his face, him, as backup, but I don't know, because also I want to play cams in some games, so it's all a bit confusing of what I want to do there. This is going to be my starting lineup that I'm building for the next game, but yeah, I'm really happy to bring in this young Lewis Morgan, and I think he can eventually grow into a great player. So we brought in another player that can grow into a great player, and I really want that. I'm actually going to start, because if we look at the games, so we're going to look at some of the games we played. You've got Coventry. Ben scored 2, and then we also got Daryl Murphy scoring 1. Port Vale, Zach Clough scored 1 in wing position more overly. So that's proving he can play in wing. Jason Cummings did badly in that game. Matlock, Ben scored again, and Carriel scored. Rotherham, we lost, I believe, if from memory. Yeah, we lost 1-0, which is a bit disappointing. Zach there. These are a few of the players. Liam Bridcut has been amazing. He scored in this game as well as this Greece player that Boa, I called him, didn't I? And then, of course, we got the game in the last episode where Ben scored. So Ben, I think, is warranted a starting position for this Millwall game. And obviously, I like Ben personally, so I think Ben will start. Obviously, I have to take Cohen out. He will be replaced by Vaughan. I'm going to replace him with Vaughan. And that's going to still be this deep-lying position, although I'm tempted to put Cohen on deep. Yeah, I'll put it on that, because I'm tempted to put Cohen there as well. Of course, we're going to have Bridcut. I do want to put him in support role, because he doesn't seem happy with that. And then, of course, we're going to have Joe Worrell and Mancian. That will be our starting lineup for the next game. But yeah, we've made a lot of good, one good transfer, one good loan, and I'm praying we can get Luke Garber, because no one else is fully interested in him unless I have missed that out. And then maybe sign him if we can get enough money, because obviously I want to sell a few players in January. If you can't guess that, that's the players that I kind of don't like, that I've sort of talked about before. So yeah, we're going to try and loan him and then sign him in the future. And then we'll see with Brandon, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet with Brandon. But he will start for our next game. So yes, that's what's going to happen. We're going to proceed to do the match interview, and then right before the match we're going to start, because this has been a short episode just because I kind of wanted to get it done. So Fox has moved to Birmingham. Considering the influence Danny Fox, he's not first team player to leave on my watch, nor would he be the last. It's a risk. There's a risk. I'm not sure transfer front. We're going to sit down and discuss things. I don't want to answer that question. The departure has unquestionably caused concern. Actually, Forest hate him. So I don't understand that. Opening with newly promoted with Millwall, that'll be good. I'm not prepared to discuss that. The bookies are tipping you with relegation. I have faith we can stay up. I'm happy. I don't wish to discuss. Ben Osborne has been absent with training recently. We'll have to wait and see before the match. So that's our post-match interview, or pre-match interview, sorry. It's incredibly late as I'm filming this. This is why I'm trying to get it done quite quickly, because I don't want a small one. Everton have rejected, feel the wage contribution offered was below the amount that they want. What do they want? Oh, they want 100% with a monthly paying fee of that. I'm going to put it on 100. I know that's not great, but I really kind of want him. Let's put that on 60. If we suggest terms, okay. See, they're happy with that. So that's 12k. That's sort of getting done for, and we don't have that amount currently, but eventually I'm going to get rid of some players, so it'll be fine. It's going to all be fine. Jamie Ward will probably leave before the end. I'm going to ignore this. Hand over to assistant manager. And hopefully the deal won't go through before the game, which I'm quite happy about. But yeah, the next episode will be the game. You can probably switch off now. You probably switched off as soon as you came. The next episode will be the game, and then the Coventry match, and then maybe another match. I'm going to see how it works, because obviously I want to sim some matches. So that's my problem. I'm not sure how I want it to work yet. But yeah, this will be the last bit before the match. We got Skybet Vaughan's contract. If we play him 25 times, we get an automatic extension. So top half, finish 4th round, reach 3rd round. This is what I want to do. These guys are going to eventually be homegrown. And after this is the match preview. So we're going to end it here. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. And can't wait to get in the matches. I know it's been a short episode, but I hope you've enjoyed it as well. So let's get on the next video. The match is about to start.